They would technically get rid of these turrets first because they're able to reach them. So I don't know how frequently I want these fucking things to be, but I do kind of want them to be pretty close. I know that it can also take offline other shit, but it's not like these things are getting independently triggered all the time. It's only to stop raids, which I do expect there to be a lot more raids. Actually, you know what? Let's fucking chuck them inside the base. Because I was just realizing, if I put a bunch out here, the game's just going to plop them dead in the center like they did last time, aren't they? And if I make it that it's like a fucking nightmare for these guys to like do anything in here, I don't know how I'm going to like lay this out. Hold on. Where is my dead center? You. No, that. Okay. I need to be able to see where the dead center of my place is. Going through that isn't going to help me though. Maybe it should be right. Phoenix is like running around the room now. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but he's like parkouring across everything. He's like 16. 15, 16, something like that. I'm like, I'm not sure what he's doing. That's accidentally connected to that. That's okay for the moment. So the only reason why I kind of want to find out where dead center is, I'm not super huge on like connecting this, is I kind of was thinking about gridding the place through it. Oh no, Phoenix is yeeted. He's fine. I kind of thought about like what I've done with my turrets for the most part. I should be able to sort of, hold on, let me get rid of all these markings that are inside of my walls that I don't want. Except for that. That's okay, I could probably put that back. That's fine. We'll just get rid of all these because I've got a lot of extra dots around the place that I don't need for markers at this point. Although obviously like I can put some back, it'll be fine. But this will clear it up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like stretched my leg before. I accidentally like just barely lightly touched the back of his fuzz. And yeah, it sent him running. He's fine. He's fine. Like I didn't even like really touch him. I just like came in contact with his fur and he's just like yeet. So I do want to get rid of all this. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to mark it up that we have the heart listed back up. Because this is every map that I have, if I can. I've missed out on the chance at Dryden. But I make a cutie mark on it. Like I'd like to not have all this behind it. But it's fine for the moment. It's just kind of clouding the view. So if I was going to put like, oh shit, they're doing a party. Kimmy's throwing a party. Good. Do it in there. That's the best place to do it. You guys go have your party. Because that will make most of my colonists happy. Although, when they normally throw parties, we normally get a prison break. So, how are you guys feeling? Prison break interval is 76 days, 60 days. I don't think they're likely to do that at the moment. I wouldn't put it past the game being like, yeah, let's fucking go. But I do have fences and I do have turrets and shit around the place. So, worst case scenario is I only want Camber out of that group. I would take Trosma, but like Gosha was like a I'll take you because I can kind of thing. I can't remember which one was the one that which one had the, I don't know which one was injured and kind of like came at us in the caravan. And I was like, I'll just take him because he kind of like looks like he wants to come with us. I think it was Trosma, maybe. Anyway, let's see. So, if I was to turret this place, if I was to take it by, take a different color. So I was thinking of maybe taking it down, like, because I can grid the shit out of my base, thanks to how I've done stuff. This is visually going to be a nightmare to look at for a minute, but this is fine. But I think I could put it every, like, third place if I wanted to. Somebody's having a mental break and there's a fire. This would be insane to mark out, to turret up or trap up like the front of the base. What is going on? Hold on. There we go. I thought for a second it was saving, but I think it was just a lightning strike happened. So, yeah. It's one of those, I got time, you know? Most of my base is pretty much a grid at this point. So if I wanted to have an inner network of traps, it'd actually be very easy to do. And I'll put traps down here later too, since I've mostly gotten rid of that kind of corner. I also have no idea how this is going to look, by the way. But I do think it would evenly space EMP blasters or EMP traps. All as I want is I want to have it that if mechs were to land inside my base, that they would be perpetually being stunned the entire way through my base. That's what I want. And I was not fucking around when I said I was going to make Minwick like pretty solid. I don't want your husky, I don't want your donkeys. I don't really have money and you're not getting my advanced components. We probably produce some animals and you guys aren't interested in stuff, so you're gonna have to keep going. What the fuck is that? Is that a spider? Inconclusive, I don't know. Something just like scaled down my arm. Hold on, let me just wipe my arm just in case something on me. But yeah, anyway, Australia, and I am awake at night time, so I get like bugs that cost me all the fucking time when I'm streaming. And I don't know what that was. I don't see it. I can't see it. I don't know what it was. But fuck knows. It was probably just a spider. Anyway, let's go back to gridding this place up. I wonder if I should have chosen like a more obvious color. It could have been like a bug or it could have been like a moth. One of the two. I think this is going to come down through the heart, which I don't want it to. But that's fine. We can continue it on the other side. I don't really want to mess with the shape of that, honestly. Like, no other reason than its decoration, you know? But having these all nicely spaced out should make it pretty easy to protect. So what I want, essentially, is I want to have a fuck ton of turrets on the outside of my base. And on the inside of my base, I want to have, like, basically EMP traps and fire foam poppers, if I can. I could probably grid some of these out to be fire foam poppers, honestly, since, like, the EMPs have got, like, a reasonable radius. But, or I could do, like, every third turret or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I've been kind of curious how I'm gonna, like, put this in here, and I haven't quite, like, solidified the how and the where. But I'm like, I was looking at it as I was obviously, like, going around near these, and I'm like, I literally have these things just lined up with each other. If I want to make it a grid, it's super fucking easy. And yes, I did initially measure out all of these fucking turrets and make the markings and, like, line that shit up and stuff so that they were all evenly spaced as best I can possibly do. That's why I did, like, a lot of this shit offline, but at the moment I am also kind of waiting for them to kind of just plant out the place and grow stuff. There's not a lot I need them to do right now because I need them to stabilize their food before they realistically do anything else. I also don't know if I put those over that way. I didn't take it past the wall. Okay, let's get rid of this line up. No, that one. Get rid of that. Yeah. Could you imagine if you're a first time, like, viewer and you see my map and you're like, what the shit? But anyway, I'm going to do it, like, yellow across ways too. I don't want to take it up from that one. I want to take it from this one. But, yeah, welcome to my RimWorld colony of Asora and location Minwick. Today on fucking... Today at Minwick, we are incorporating a grid so I can figure out where I want to lay traps within my base so that when I next get attacked by mechs, hopefully not during this, but after I've constructed this shit, I can kind of, like, hold my own within, like, the area or force them to come down outside of my like area, like out here kind of thing, because they like dropping in here at the moment because obviously I have like no defenses beyond like hundreds of colonists and animals and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking do something about it. I've never really dabbled with the traps. I did like a Rim Connect week in February where we tried to build a ship and get off world in like the space of 5 days, and we did that, which those videos will be out on YouTube like, I don't know, in April. And yeah, so I got like a little tiny bit of experience with it. It's just that I can't use like incendiary traps and shit like that because my people are kind of they'll get themselves killed, you know. I know them well enough by now. But yeah, in each new location that we move to, I try to give them a little bit more defense. What the fuck is biting me? Yeah, who knows? So like last location, we made guns. We made guns and we made melee weapons. So every colonist has a weapon if they're a fighter. And we also tried to give as many of the pacifist shield belts as we could, as many as we could buy. And we've got psychic shock lancers and psychic soothe poppers, keep everybody happy and zappable. And yeah, this location, the goal is make a fuck ton of armor. Food stability first, obviously, because I can't keep them alive if they don't have fucking food. But after food stability, it's we're gonna make armor and we're gonna make this place slightly more defended. And when we move to the next location, however long that is in the future, yeah, whatever the goal there will be whatever the goal there will be. I don't know. Probably by then I'll probably have like weapons and armor. I guess it will actually be like more base defense and more hydroponic use and stuff like that. Like, in some sense, I wouldn't mind going down from 302 colonists. That would be kind of nice. I wouldn't mind being closer to like 250 odd, honestly. But I don't have 52 shit colonists. I have 5 shit cunts. I have 3 lazy cunts that don't do anything. And, oops, I didn't mean to do that extra bit there. It'll be easier to just go across with this, because if I remove the whole thing, it'll just remove the whole thing. So yeah, 5, 3, that's 8. What else have I got? I've got a couple of other people that are kind of on the death list. There's like another 10 there. I've got like about 18 to 20 kind of crummy colonists that could go, right? And we wouldn't super miss them. But I also sort of need to go through my colony again, just have a look at everybody's like medical privileges and make sure everybody's classified right. Because like there's a few people that have like snuck up the list, because if they stop doing stuff for long enough, they do like eventually get some life privileges back, and then they're like immediately just like revoke it back. So some of them just kind of like dabble in the same area, or I accidentally life revoke my original colonist that I'm trying to get off world. And then that's a big oops, because, you know, like with, was it Acosta? It was Acosta died? And then I, of course, like resurrected her, but yeah. I've technically had an original colonist die so far, but not gone, you know? Alright, I had to just fix that one up. Yeah, hit me up with more of this. So, please don't be removing it. Oh yeah, hold on, the heart. I don't want that to have the thing on it, if I can. Because, like, I will just remove all this once I've got... Probably once I've got, like, the vast majority of it in place. I really just have to, like, put down the little things in, like, the center bits, and I can basically, like, get rid of this visually, I guess. Although... if I could hide this, if I could make this like a lighter color or like something that could blend in, that would be so great. I just leave it. I don't think I want to have the bottom bit. Okay, so that's basically our grid. And if I wanted to, we could at least clean it up a tiny bit more. so that it's not super, super... Oops, hold on. I can't take it up to there. I'm still keeping my central crosshair so that we know where the dead center of the map is. It makes it so much easier to build things sometimes because I can just work off a mirrored map if I need to. But to get rid of this be like, it's not a lot more visible. I'm honestly like, it's not that much visible, but it does help a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of the grid we're working with. Also, if anybody's ever wanted to see like the crosshair fucking, I do this shit manually. Fuck having the advancements and the mods and shit that do this crap. I do this crap manually. So now that we've gridded it out, these look so good in like little cube grids, by the way. They look so much better. So I guess what I kind of want, I don't super want to have that many 5 foam poppers. So from the center, how many we got? It's super hard to see from the dead center. Where's a clear spot? This side's a good enough side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 across. Okay. So it's an uneven across. I could make it like that distance, like every second one. I don't know if that would go across. Although, hold on. Let me just grab security stuff. EMP. This is the most even spot down here. So if I was to have one that goes to dead center. Hey, Snipe. What are you up to? I played Planet Lana 2 in January. This is a heads up. I was a little surprised like I didn't catch you then. Because I'm like, I know you wanted to see me play it since you recommended it and shit. That sort of works. Okay, that sort of works. It's super hard to see them because of the grid. But that's how it kind of like lays out. And if I didn't put it to the dead center, I could put it down here and this would do like a decent radius because each one of these, it doesn't quite show me in this. Each one of these does two out from it. So I could go up by 2, like I could put it up to here. Yeah, okay. Alright, well once we got the line up, it'll be easy enough for me to like follow this shit around. Yeah, how you been, Snipe? I don't have any more streams for the rest of this week and early next week, just as a heads up, so you guys won't catch me. A slight mental breakdown after realizing I almost repeated the exact same work. It hit me like a truck that I forgot I had like 600 words worth of notes. Holy Jesus. Yeah, that would do it. I guess at least you didn't have to do the work because you've already done the work. So that's good. But yeah, damn. I would hate having something like that. I think if I'm not so much likely to like forget that I've done something, but I am kind of likely to be like misplace something that I've done. And I could imagine being like, I've lost something that I've done work on, and that would just be, it would be a lot of motivation to start it again, you know? I mean, yeah. Alright. Well, I'm currently putting up like a bit of a defense grid, literally. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm kind of keen to see. It's not super obvious because like you can't see shit, but like when I'm finished, I can't put that one there. When I'm finished with this, can I move this? Can I reinstall that? Like, I don't fucking know. Maybe put it like between this or something, put it there. That should be fine. When I finish this, it should look pretty cool. Because I should be able to get rid of the grid, and then we'll only be able to see where these are. And as long as I don't accidentally fucking yeet them off my map and then have to do this again, like if I do that, I'll just do it another week. But yeah, this should be easy enough to put around the place, sort of, maybe. Is that one supposed to be on that one? I can't put it on that one. Next one is that one. Next one's that one. Okay. can kind of line it up with where they're supposed to be anyway. When you finish, are you able to make a bug zapper for enemy raids? What do you mean? Like, I know there's probably a thing for that, but this is essentially, the idea behind this is that if I get mechs, which I get a lot of mechs these days, I'm hoping to basically have it that if they arrive in my base, I should have them basically stall. Wherever they are, they should get like frozen, give or take, and I should have a chance to either run or fight. Like that's the concept behind this. So I don't need it through the center, but this is where these outer ones are kind of helping a little bit. We're on this row? We're on this row. And that one's there. Yeah. Yeah, so this is gonna like impact my base like a bit. I also don't want to take it down all the way to here because this would be dead centered through this. So I guess we'll have like a spot here that's kind of not super protected, but that's okay. We had a birthday. Grenade had a birthday and they've got asthma, so that's fine. Better save that so that they keep their asthma. I mean, enemy clusters around a place that's killing them basically. It doesn't need electricity. It would have the same concept of a bug zapper. I think that's technically like a kill box is what you might be asking. I don't do those, although I did get to dabble with one of those, like a kill corridor or whatever, during the Billathon in February. For like 5 days I had to build a colony and then get that colony off world with a built ship and stuff. And yeah, we had some interesting things in there. Why are you having an issue, Toad, mate? Food, mood, recreation, ravenously hungry. You're literally hauling food. What is your food? Hold on. Where is food? There's no packaged survival meals around. There are these. Simple meal consumed by white. No stack available. Nora, tell you what, you've got dibs. Okay, so my people are starting to have tantrums because it looks like they're kind of running out of food, which is kind of fair because we have a metric fuck ton of animals. But that's fine. If they want to go sort out the electricity and culling of the animals, we can get rid of this now as well. So then we can build these ones and stuff, which will be great. And we'll move these ones a little bit further forwards. And we'll see if the power is connecting up into there, which it is not. So we'll get that through there like that. There we go. America's so dedicated to the job, they forgot to eat. No, the problem I've got is I only have so many, it's like super fucking hard to see at the moment, but I've got only so many stacks of food and I have hundreds of colonists. So what's happening is my colonists are trying to get the food and then they're seeing that the stack is already like called dibs on it by like another colonist. So they're basically coming up to it and going, oh, I can't get that. There is no food available. The next time it is available, somebody's already called dibs on it. So that's what the problem is that I have food, but my colonists aren't eating said food. Is this a dead center? No, this is on the other side. Hold on. Yeah. Once, like, whoever's like most starving, if I tell them to go eat, they'll go eat and stuff, but they won't do it like a moment fucking sooner, unfortunately. I think this is offside of center, which I can get these rows lined up. It's easy enough to kind of just go down the row and line it up to this, actually. So I might do that. Is this an issue of confidence in the hunger log? No, it's an issue with stacks. I only have, hold on a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of food in here. And so only 6 colonists can access a stack at a time. And while somebody's walking to a stack, like Mitz just walked over and grabbed a stack, now another colonist will be coming for that stack because Mitz has finally cleared the priority of that stack. So she's no longer coming for that one, which means somebody else is now coming for it. But they could be coming from the opposite side of this map. By the time they get here and pick it up and go eat it, like 3 other colonists nearby could have been near enough, but not eaten it. So yeah, like Vivo's just grabbed some, so the next colonist available that's hungry has now prioritized that. So the problem is I only have a couple of stacks, and I also don't have a lot of food. Like I've got 679 food there. I have enough food to feed the colony twice over that one stack. But while each person's slowly walking to it, they don't believe that it exists at the moment. So yeah, a bit of a frustration, but there's nothing much I can do about that until somebody sorts out, once everybody's kind of like had a meal and or gone to sleep, they'll be right, you know. I'd rage to see the food stack, but being allowed to eat because the bastard on the other end of the base called dibs on it, it can get frustrating with that, yeah. But at the same time, like, I also have like animals and stuff will sometimes like call dibs, so sometimes I can't tell if it's being hauled or if it's being bags to be eaten, you know. And so sometimes I'll have to go and like manually have a quick look at them and stuff. My only problem with this is that I can't clearly super see because of some of this which row has got what, but it's fine, I'm working it out. And we just got pigs. Those should be on an auto slaughter. Hold on. Auto slaughter. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Those pigs will be culled momentarily, and then they will be carved up, and then people will go for like the raw meat and stuff too. The other thing too is I am trying to harvest food as well. I'm trying to plant and grow and harvest stuff. But fuck, I can't see where I am. I should have chosen a different color since it all got fucking dark. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. Hold on. No, give me, there we go. Give me the grid for a second. It got dark and I can't see jack shit. Throw it down to blue for a hot minute so I can see shit. I have a solution for this. No, we don't do cannibalism. What's it? Cheese. Oh yeah, cheese makes sound effects. I'm on OBS now, Snipe. Because like my computer's basically like shitting itself these days, and yeah, OBS doesn't fully seem to do what I want it to do. Some scenes will show the thing, and some scenes won't. So yeah, sometimes when you guys throw cheese, it doesn't throw cheese, unfortunately. I kind of want it to be on this lineup, I guess. I know we've got it on down here. I guess I didn't hear cheese is good enough. Alright, well, as long as it counts. Because, yeah, I can't seem to do anything about that. I kind of, like, was okay. It doesn't, like... If it doesn't work, there's nothing much I can do about it at the moment. As long as I'm physically capable of streaming because, you know, internet issues or PC issues and stuff like that, as long as I'm able to go live without it like crashing too hard or the game crapping itself or whatever, it's fine. That would be like here, I think. Yeah, I'm slowly taking all these down the map. Fuck knows what it's going to take to build these. Probably like all of my components. I'm pretty sure we finished all the turrets, so I'm not like too worried about them. And we should be able to repair everything we need to. I can't see like down here, can I? It's fine. As long as I can move the shit around, it's fine. Because like I have stuff like everywhere in this colony. And I'm probably going to miss some spots, but if I miss any and I get rid of the grid, I should be able to kind of line them up later. I'm relatively okay at doing that. Also, yeah, I'll be playing Planet Lana again later in this year, by the way, Snipe. Yeah. I just did, like, in January, I had a bunch of puzzle platformer, animals and nature and stuff games. And, yeah, it was like most of January. It was nice. But throughout this year, I'm going to miss a lot of days doing rigging and stuff. So I will be away for, like a lot of them. So just remember to check my schedule and shit if I'm not live. The day I discovered this emote, is of a bald man, was it bowing? What? Bowing made me feel embarrassed because I thought it was a platypus. I mean, it doesn't look anything like a platypus, but I guess if you haven't seen a platypus, it's fair game. I would have thought like tortoise. on like a quick like glance, because like it's like emotes always appear really small in chat when I'm streaming and stuff. So I can't always like clearly see them. Like if you hadn't have mentioned that it was like a man bowing and stuff like that, I may not have necessarily like known that that's what it was. I'll get rid of that because I want to be able to put that there. Same with this. We'll get rid of that one. I'll put that there. But yeah. I don't know. Oh, I don't want it to be directly underneath it. That's incorrect. A little bit too slap happy with the fucking what do you call them, EMP traps. So chuck it down like another row is where I want it. These ones aren't supposed to be that close. That one's not supposed to be there. I started doing like a every second row scenario by the look of it. I knew it would happen eventually. This is why like I work with grids and stuff. So like we are less likely to see me do this, you know. It would be there and then to there, and so we don't get any of this. Make multiple floors in this game. We mean like with like Dwarf Fortress, you can kind of like scroll up and down layers and stuff. I don't know if you can mod RimWorld to do that. Like you just basically like have ground floor and that's it. But I think in some of the DLCs, like I'm pretty sure Anomaly allows you to go into like a quest underground and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. So I guess it just depends. I think if I wanted this to mirror outwards, I'd have to put it here so that it mirrors, because I've kind of like just continued it downwards for the most part, but we'll mirror it out from here. But yeah, no, I think you might be able to with maybe a mod. I don't know though. Or a DLC, perhaps. I'm actually pretty sure with Odyssey you can go into space, but as far as I can tell, as far as I understand with RimWorld, they have a layering thing. So this map layers in front of the world. So when you click on world, this disappears. But when you go into space, this is behind their like space one, but this gets down and then you see this with like a spaceship and shit in the foreground. At least that's what I've figured out their like world layering is. So